Hooligans united, hey, worldwide ignited, hey, Jeff Mac forever, we stand together. Hooligans united, hey, never divided, hey, raise that banner high, we'll never say in the chaos and base, we find who we are. From the chat to the crowd, we're a blazing star. Every laugh, every fight, every stream we share. Hooligans together, always everywhere. No borders, no walls can keep us apart. Connected by rhythm, by fire, by heart. Jeff Mac on the rise, the signal is clear. The hooligans anthem, the world's gonna hear. Hooligans united, hey, worldwide ignited, hey, Jeff Mac forever, we stand together. Hooligans united, hey, never divided, hey, raise that banner high, we'll never say
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through a schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. We're going to be starting off with this first video titled all about China's most advanced aircraft carrier ever, the Fujian or Fujian. We'll say whatever we want. We're Americans over here. We can call it whatever we want. Then we got a video titled White House announces South American trade deals to try and lower some food prices. They don't list everything that this is going to affect, but they say this is going to affect the staples, trying to make things a little cheaper for us. Then we got a weird video. It's titled Megyn Kelly downplays Jeffrey Epstein's sex crimes, kind of suggesting that if you're banging somebody, they have to be under 14 in order to be a pedophile, which is not true. That is not the law. I don't know what's wrong with Megyn Kelly. I don't really know who that is. Supposedly she's a conservative, but she thinks if you're banging like 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds that you're not a pedophile, and that's a pretty weird thing to say. Then we got a video titled Trump on MTG. Yeah. Trump on MTG. She lost her way. President Trump and MTG are not getting along. She's been acting funny lately. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Gotcha. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled Trump calls for DOJ probe into other Epstein ties, including Clinton. I don't know what this is actually going to turn into, but it's pretty interesting. It's also a doubly. The second video is JP Morgan Chase responds to President Trump's call for company to be investigated over Epstein ties. President Trump mentions a few names. JP Morgan's one of them. They already responded. Pretty sure it's the same day response. Then we got a video titled Trump Georgia election case is not over. They're still trying to get President Trump even though he's already president. It's kind of a follow-up video. Then we got a video titled Clashes Erupt Outside of Chicago Area ICE Facility. This isn't even in Chicago. This is some place called Broadview. But if they put Chicago in the title, you'll watch the video. It's just protesters acting like assholes in Illinois. It's weird because they arrested some people, but then they're also ordered to release like 600 people because they're saying that the way that they were arrested was not lawful or something like that. Then we got a video titled Top Prosecutor Talks Charging Baltimore Cop for Chasing Man Down in a Cruiser. This is a follow-up video. We covered a video a couple weeks ago of an officer hopping in his cruiser and chasing down a guy that was on foot. We don't really have the stuff in context, but this is a follow-up video. He's facing 65 years in prison because of the things he did. The officer is still don't know what the guy on foot did. that caused the officer to go after him, but everybody's mad at the cop. And that will be the last little bit of the news. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, They Are All Like This. And then we got our official funny video of the day was provided by Donnie, and it's titled, We Are All Like This Too. So the first one's about the lady hooligans, and the other one's about the manly hooligans. Either way, all of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. And what is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, 10 Man? What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Obnoxious Scott? What's up, Guess MJ? What's up, Zero? And what's up, Russell? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Sly Dog, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing to the chat, Sly Dog. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom to you. Guess I'm your omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Screaming Eagle? What's up, Elder Zoomer? What's up, Major? Happy freedom. What's up, Shane? What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Stoner? Appreciate you being here. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. Let me see, scrolling through. What's up, Vet Set? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bright Gaming? What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Make sure we get everybody. I think we did. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble. See if we can get us on the front page. What's up, Jesus people? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you joining us. What is up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Anna Kims, you were first again today. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Parabellum? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Satan? You're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Sly Dog, you are omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. What is your name? We'll go with GT7. Happy freedom to you. What's up, K Walt? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone watching over on X? Let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, we'll be starting out with this first video about China. It's titled All About China's Most Advanced Aircraft Carrier Ever, the Fujian. I don't know what it is. We'll call it the Fujian for now. Either way, getting this pulled up as fast as YouTube will allow it. Come on, you dusty bitch. They're trying to be like us so bad. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, that we have all these ton of new items I just added to the merch store. I added more than 40 items to the merch store last night. It's actually probably closer to 60 new items over in the merch store. Go to jeffmaclive.com/shop or store, or just click the buttons. There's all kinds of stuff. I'm going to drop links in the chat too. Most of these designs were created by Alistair, so we're going to post Alistair's links as well. But please go check out the brand new merch store, because I've been working my ass off on it. There's a ton of new items, and most of the stuff is pretty affordable. So, like I said, I'm going to be dropping these links while we're watching this first video.
China has commissioned its latest aircraft carrier after extensive sea trials. Here's what to know. The Fujian is China's third aircraft carrier, and the first that it has both designed and built itself. The carrier adds to what is already the world's largest navy. The carrier will allow its navy to expand its area of operations and contest waters as far as Guam. It's part of Chinese President Xi Jinping's massive military overhaul and expansion, one that hopes to have a modernized force by 2035, becoming world-class by mid-century. Experts believe this is intended to make China's navy capable of going toe-to-toe with the US. But China's carriers still aren't nuclear-powered, limiting their range. It only has 3 conventionally powered carriers to the US Navy's 11 nuclear-powered ones.
Okay. So from that point on, they just show Winnie the Pooh marching around, strutting his stuff and all of that. And we don't give a shit about that because we're in America. So anyways, they're saying that China has made their third aircraft carrier called the Fujian. China has the largest navy in the world, which I didn't realize that. China is trying to be like us, except for their aircraft carriers are not nuclear powered, limiting their capabilities. They have 3 conventionally powered aircraft carriers, while we have 11 nuclear powered aircraft carriers. So good for them for giving it a good try. Next up, White House announces South American trade deals to try and lower some food prices, which is good stuff because everything costs too damn much. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about China trying to be like us. What's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom to you. Most of their ships are boats. Our Navy, by the ton, is way, way bigger. Yeah, that's what I figure, Ghostly. Obnoxious Scott, why is Z the only fat Chinese dude? I don't know. Trying to keep that Winnie the Pooh figure going. Guess I like your ties. Russell just ordered. What is that? What did you order? Obnoxious Scott, kind of like his little Korean brother. What's his name? I can't even think of his name right now. I don't know why I can't think of it. Now I gotta look it up. I don't know why I can't think of his name. I know it. I keep wanting to say Crab Ray Goon. I know that ain't his fucking name. What the hell is his name? Weird. I wonder why it just muted me. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully the computer doesn't freeze, because the last time it muted me automatically, it froze. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Either way, yeah, Zero, I'll have to scroll up in a second. I don't have the time to do that right this second, but I'll figure out whatever it is Russell ordered later. Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. Says Friday Mac Attack, like, share, repost. You need Jesus. That's right. Thank you, Ramsey. Really appreciate you. Jay, yeah, Kim Jong Un. I kept wanting to say Crab Ray Goon. It was close. Kevin, I don't know anything about that. I will have to look into that. Maybe I'll have some time later today. We'll see. What's up, Keep It Salty? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Information Warlord? Happy freedom to you. Happy freedom to you, Ramsey. Yeah? Are you sure? Okay. You better sit your booty down. What's up, Jav? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Italian? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Womack? Happy freedom. Italian raiding us over here? I did not realize. Thank you, Italian, for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Awesome. Fantastic. Either way, reading through, we'll be moving forward with some more news. Kevin, I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen any of that stuff, but I could use a Pokewalk. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom. USA #1. That's what I'm saying. How's the cold? I'm feeling a little bit better. I still have to blow my nose like every 15 minutes. But I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. What's up, Cruz? Happy freedom to you. Cruz, I'll have to check it out after the live. Thank you for letting me know. What's up, Marcy? Happy freedom. What's up, MW? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bo Bob? Happy freedom. What's up, Ero? Happy freedom. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Mike Ingalls, I don't know. I haven't seen any of that stuff. It doesn't get spicy enough for me. What is that? Yeah, Russell, I'll have to look into that. Obnoxious Scott. No, I didn't hit the wrong button. It's a completely separate device. But my computer muted me, which makes me wonder if it's going to freeze halfway through just to piss me off. Because life's like that. God's not happy unless I'm upset. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, White House announces South American trade deals to try and lower food prices, which would be good because food costs too damn much. Too damn much. And I hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Now to Washington and new action from the Trump administration to lower grocery prices, including the price of coffee. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the details. Good morning, Nicole.
Well, Victor, good morning. Senior administration officials say a framework for a new trade deal has been reached with several Latin American countries to help bring down the cost of staples like coffee and bananas. Both of these have soared over the past year. We know that coffee is up nearly 20%, bananas up 7%. The White House says the new trade deal will lift some reciprocal tariffs, but they're not saying yet just how much this could save consumers. Now, the deal covers 4 countries: Argentina, Ecuador, El Salvador, and Guatemala, with full agreements expected to be signed in about 2 weeks. And it's important to note here, the deal does not include Brazil, which provides about a third of U.S. coffee imports and still faces some of the highest tariffs under Trump's plan. Now, the White House says that weather-damaged crops are still driving up some of those global prices, but they expect some positive effects on prices once those deals take hold.
Well, we'll see. We're getting beef from Argentina, and I don't like that. I don't like that we're eating foreign beef. I don't like it at all. But that's what we're dealing with. Now we're trying to get it cheaper. They're saying the White House is doing, that's not spelled correctly, doing trade deals to lower the price of certain foods. This could affect beef, bananas, coffee, and other foods. The White House is lowering tariffs with Guatemala, El Salvador, Ecuador, and Argentina to try and get the imported food from them cheaper. We'll see how this goes. Next up, Megyn Kelly downplays Jeffrey Epstein's sex crimes, saying goofy shit like it's not really, you're not really a pedophile if you're banging people that are 15 or 16 years old. It's if you're younger than 14, then it's a pedophile. I don't know. Saying weird stuff. I don't know who Megyn Kelly is. I Googled her, and they said she's a conservative. I don't know if she was a journalist or something, but now she's got a talk show. Supposedly she's a conservative, but she's got concerning views on what constitutes as a pedophile. She's a fucking weirdo. Either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this imported food and President Trump trying to make it cheaper for us. Russell, my beef is still high dollar. I'm trying to think. I was just looking at steak today because I'm trying to make a roast, and the price is the same, but I haven't bought... I always try to look at Walmart's prices because that's actual competitive prices. Where I go to get burger, they're making it right there, so I can get it really cheap. But everything else seems to be very expensive. I'm trying to think. I had a loaf of bread, a thing of cheese, and a can of tomato soup because I was making grilled cheese and tomato soup yesterday or the day before, and it was like $14 for bread, cheese, tomato soup. Like, that's too much. It was almost $4 for the can of soup. Like, there's tomato soup. There's nothing else in it. It's blended up tomatoes, and it's like $4 fucking for a can of it. It's too much. Everything's too much. Ghostly, I drink a fuck ton of coffee, but I'm not for dropping reciprocal tariffs. I don't know what to think about any of it. I think shit just costs too much. I don't really even see it being compared to the tariffs. It's the people who run these big-ass businesses that make millions, billions, and trillions of doll hairs, and then those are the people who suggest that food should cost so damn much. It's greed. It's greed that make the prices so high. Like this fucking apartment. It's like it wasn't even $400 a month when I moved in here. Now it's more than $700 a month. And half the shit here don't work. It's like, why am I paying so much more for the same place I already had? It's like everything costs so much, and it's because of fucking greed. They don't cost that much to make half this shit. Ghostly, why we let the third world shithole dictate anything? Yeah, for real. Guess I'm concerned on bananas, my fave. They're going to make your bananas cheaper. Male prostitution's getting cheaper. Thank you so much, Information Warlord, for that $20 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Information Warlord. Thank you so much for the support. It says, happy freedom, hooligans. Happy freedom to you, Information Warlord. Sly Dog, I can bake bread for about 40 cents a loaf, 2 loaves at a time, and freeze one. That's badass. I've never made just regular bread. I've made banana bread. I should look into that. I mean, really, I don't even eat a whole lot of bread because I've been trying to stay away from it, but it's hard to make grilled cheese without bread. I don't know. I have to start making everything from scratch, I guess. I should do that with tomato soup. I probably could have got 2 tomatoes for, I don't know, $3 hairs, maybe $2 hairs, and then made tomato soup. Instead of spending $4 from the can. Major price gouging is still occurring. Yeah, I agree. What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom to you. Shane, I remember when canned tomato soup used to be like 40 cents when I was a kid. Now it's like $1.50. Yeah, if you go to Walmart, I just haven't been trying to spend any money, but the grocery store here, everything's like 4 or 5 times the amount that it is at Walmart. Done. Sounds like she's talking semantics. Yeah, it's coming up next. What's up, Meg B? Happy freedom to you. Don't shop at Aldi. A lot of their food is from China. Really? I didn't know that. I've never been to Aldi. There's one in Ludington where I go to Walmart. I've never been inside Aldi. Now it's like a person. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom to you. Parabella, maybe if they were to balance some budget and quit printing money to devalue the dollar, stuff wouldn't be so expensive. Yeah, and it's all happening at once. Screwing us over. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, Megyn Kelly downplays Jeffrey Epstein's sex crimes. She's a weirdo for this. I don't even know who this is, but I don't like her at this point. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, tomorrow, go ahead and post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this video pulled up about Megyn Kelly teaching you what a pedophile is and is not, because I guess she created the standard on it. I think she needs to be investigated. We need to see what's in her basement. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
As for Epstein, I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. And that is what I believed, and that was what I reliably was told for many years. And it wasn't until we heard from Pam Bondi that they had tens of thousands of videos of alleged, forgive me, they used to call it kiddie porn, now they call it child sexual abuse material, on his computer, that for the first time I thought, oh no, he was an actual pedophile. I mean, only a pedophile gets off on young children abuse videos. She's never clarified it. I don't know whether it's true. I have to be honest. I don't really trust Pam Bondi's word on the Epstein matters anymore. Yeah, so I don't know what's true about him, but we have yet to see anybody come forward and say, I was I was under 10. I was under 14 when I first came within his purview. Look, you can say that's a distinction without a difference.
No, it's not.
I think there is a difference. Yeah. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old. Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird stuff to say. There's a difference between hanging out with a 5-year-old and hanging out with a 16-year-old. I don't know. There's not. If you're thinking that hard about it, there's shit wrong with you. Like, there is shit wrong with you. Like, I don't even want to talk to 19, 20-year-olds, right? And those are adults. I don't even want to talk to people that are like 25, 26, because those people seem like children to me. So, like, I don't know what the hell this person's talking about, because I bet Megyn Kelly's like 50 fucking years old or some shit like that. Looking at the way her face looks like a ball sack with teeth, like she's related to Hyena Harris. To be that damn old, and be discussing the difference between banging a 5-year-old and a 14-year-old. Like, what the fuck is wrong with her? There is shit wrong with her. Because I'm saying, I don't even want to talk to 20-year-olds. Anybody in their 20s. I don't care if they're 28, 29. That still feels like a child to me. There are a bunch of brain dead people out there. And she's over here talking children. It's like, no, you're just fucking nasty for saying that shit. Anyways, next up, Trump on MTG. They wrote that title. I didn't. I know it's putting those visualizations in your head. But either way, President Trump versus Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're not getting along right now. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Megyn Kelly trying to tell you the new definition of what a pedo is. Real quick, thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. It says the gov people at work are complaining about having to come back on Thursday, overpaid, underworked. I see waste every day. Yeah, Patriot Dad, sounds like it. Thank you so much for the support. What's up, Fitzy? Happy freedom to you. Like I said, reading through the chat, we got Marjorie Taylor Greene versus President Trump coming up next. Ghostly, she knows people that bangs 15-year-olds. 100%. Yeah, I think so too. It sounds like she's got buddies that do that kind of stuff, and she wants to say bad things about pedos, but then don't want to insult her buddies, and so she's got to draw the line at 15. 15's fine. 14, that's too young. No. Even like Michigan law says 16 is fine with parent consent, which I don't know any parents that are like, yeah, come bang my kid. But even that is too young, and that's legal. So like what she's talking about is gross pedo stuff. Like I said, who's in her basement? Bobby J, yeah, I know. She's a weirdo. She is a weirdo. Ghostly, these days I wouldn't even want to hang out with a 21-year-old. They're mad annoying. That's exactly what I'm saying. They're like children. It's like you come across people in their 30s that like they're like, what's an oil change? Like I don't know. It's rough stuff. Zero, changing names of stuff again. Yeah, living definitions. Appeal to Evan, saw a news outlet saying the Dems don't want the Epstein list out because Schumer's on there. Well, that's interesting considering that the Dems are saying that Trump doesn't want the list to come out and suggests that Trump is putting pressure on Republicans to vote against releasing the Epstein information that they still have because they're getting ready to vote on it. I don't know. Everybody's pointing fingers at each other, claiming this, that, and the other about that whole situation. They're going to vote on it from what I understand, so maybe we'll see who's on the list in the near future. It's hard to say. What's up, Otters? Happy freedom to you. Done. Yeah, done. You're right. Unless they give consent. Kevin, I tell my niece's boyfriends, whatever you do to them, I'm gonna do to you. That's right, Kevin. You let them know. What's up, Corey Luca? Happy freedom. Corey Luca, you think she was hinting to Epstein being alive? Maybe he's in her basement. Could be. You never know. Oh, and we keep talking about, what's up, SOS? Happy freedom to you. We keep talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene going to the House floor to say the client list of names created by the victims of Epstein. I think Massey is the other person. I kept saying it was Rand Paul, and I was letting you know I didn't know who the hell it was, but I thought it was Rand Paul. I think it's Massey that's who's supposedly also going to go down on the House floor and read that client name list created by the victims. I still don't know when that's happening, but it's supposed to be coming up. So, Watchman, happy freedom to you. Meta, wrong is wrong. Can't justify it. That's right. Lisa, gross. It is gross. I don't know what's wrong with Megyn Kelly. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Motorsport? Happy freedom to you. MW, the Dems want 12-year-olds to get married. Yeah, after they mutilate their bodies. So many bad people in the world. Zero, yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. The law is the law, but yeah. Oh, Corey Luca, I see what you're saying. What's up, Kane? Happy freedom to you. Are you guys starting rumors that it's Dunn's birthday today? What's up, Puffin Stuff? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Trump on Marjorie Taylor Greene. You guys been waiting for this sex tape. We're going to drop it today. No, I'm just kidding. This is President Trump versus Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're not getting along. Whoever wrote this title, they were just having themselves a little funny moment here. Now, this is actually from a couple days ago, but I didn't hear about it till right now, and I thought it was interesting. So you're going to watch it with me. Like I said, this is President Trump being asked by the press, by that handsome reporter there, obviously from CNN, about Marjorie Taylor Greene, the things she's doing. We covered clips of her being on The View. She's been saying all kinds of random stuff. And this is President Trump responding to Marjorie Taylor Greene's recent behavior and comments. Again, being asked by that handsome reporter there. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's get into this.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is a big ally of yours, said that she would rather see you focused on nonstop domestic policy meetings here at the White House instead of nonstop foreign policy meetings. What's your response to her saying that, and also saying that grocery prices are up and not down, as you've said?
Yeah, so I don't know what happened to Marjorie. She's a nice woman, but I don't know what happened. She's lost her way, I think. But I have to view the presidency as a worldwide situation, not locally. I mean, we could have a world that's on fire where wars come to our shores very easily if you had a bad president. But with all of that, I passed a great, big, beautiful bill, which is the biggest tax cuts in the history of our country. So when somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's now catering to the other side, I don't know what, I guess she's, got some kind of an act going, but I'm surprised at her. But when somebody like Marjorie goes over and starts making statements like that, it shows she doesn't know. But so when somebody makes a statement about he's devoting time to the world. Well, the world is the United States, because if the world's in trouble or if the world is ripping us off, the world was ripping us off before I came here. Europe was getting massive tariffs. They were sending us 9-10 million cars a year. We were sending them none. They were not taking our agriculture. We were taking massive amounts of their. It was so unfair. Now we have a deal where $950 billion is coming into the United States because of me and because of tariffs.
All right, President Trump there talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. He's saying that she has lost her way. He's suggesting that she's catering to the Dems right now. AOC recently said that Marjorie Taylor Greene turned on President Trump because she wanted to run for an office in Georgia, and Trump told her no. I don't know if that's true or not, but Marjorie Taylor Greene seems to be playing a different character these days. And like I said, President Trump saying that she has lost her way. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. We'll see how this turns out, because she's been acting kind of funny lately. Either way, next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Gotcha. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump versus Marjorie Taylor Greene. Russell, the world is a giant wanker. It is. It really is. Zero gas went back up to $2.99 a gallon. Yeah, gas here has been fluctuating. It was at $3.10 or something the other day. I think it's at $2.87 or something right now. What's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. MTG is America first, not Israel. That's why he's trashing her now. Yeah, I've seen her. I don't know. It's her rubbing elbows with the Dems that I think is rubbing everybody the wrong way. I think her being against things President Trump is saying or doing isn't really so surprising, because there's a lot of people who don't agree with what President Trump has got going on, things he's been saying and all of that. But her hanging out on The View and stuff, I think, is really rubbing people the wrong way. Geez, people voting just sucks anymore. Yeah, there's too many ways for inaccuracies to happen. Oh, badass, Watchman. I will be checking the post office on Monday. Thank you for letting me know. You're awesome. What's up, Middle Mouth? Happy freedom to you. Appeal to Heaven. It's got a lot. I'm telling you, it has a lot to do with the Epstein list. Don't want to get associated with a pedo. You think so? You think MTG is creating distance between her and Trump because of that? Crit Kiss. Happy freedom to you. She's sick of the BS administration. Definitely could be. It sounds like it when you hear her talk. Jeff, why is Congress in control of the pedophile list anyway? What does that have to do with lawmaking? I don't know. I have no idea why Congress has to vote to release the Epstein stuff versus anybody else releasing it. I don't know why it's like that, but Speaker Johnson just came out and said that they're going to be expediting it and trying to hurry up and get it through or whatever. So hopefully shortly we'll hear more about it. Information warlord. MTG was compromised by her bodybuilder boyfriend. There are videos of her that she doesn't want you to see. I've heard a lot of people saying that stuff. Meta, you think MTG is being shifty? She seems like it. A lot of people are saying she's compromised right now. Motorsport takes one to know one. Talking about Megyn Kelly. Yeah, it sounds like it. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, we got our midlife break coming up. It's our funny video halfway through. But first, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open a browser, go to rumble.com, log in, come to the live, hop in the chat. And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up.
President Trump is...
Oh, no. Hold on. We got to pull up this funny video first. Come on. Load. The magazine is loaded. All right. Midlife break. Our funny video halfway through. Like I said, today was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Gotcha. Yep. Fun stuff there. Either way, getting back into the news here. Next up, Trump calls for DOJ probe into other Epstein ties, including Clinton. This next one we're going to play two. We're going to play this video, and the second one is JP Morgan Chase responds to President Trump's calls for company to be investigated over Epstein ties. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Directing the Justice Department to investigate Democrats allegedly connected to sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Files subpoenaed from the sex offender's estate show Epstein was actively shopping his political and financial knowledge to major players even after he was convicted on sex trafficking charges. Some of Epstein's emails also reference President Trump by name. The president has denied any wrongdoing and any knowledge of Epstein's crimes. Now he says questions into his relationship with Epstein are a scam, quote, with all arrows pointing to the Democrats, and that he cut ties with Epstein after Epstein's 2019 arrest. Meanwhile, a growing number of bipartisan Congress members are pressuring the Justice Department to release more of its files on Epstein. ABC News Washington Bureau Managing Editor Catherine Falders and White House correspondent Karen Travers are here with more on that story. How do you both? So, Karen, what's the latest on President Trump's call to investigate Democrats he says have ties to Epstein?
This was in a social media post earlier this morning, Diane. The president says he is directing the Attorney General Pam Bondi, the Justice Department, and the FBI to investigate a list of people. He says Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, J.P. Morgan, and others to see their ties to Jeffrey Epstein. And he says that the investigation at this point, or this whole issue related to him, is just a hoax. We're calling it back to the Russia investigation into him in that first term. He says, quote, all arrows pointing to the Democrats. Certainly the president is trying to shine the spotlight away from him and the messages now that have had his name in it and any connection that he has to Jeffrey Epstein, and put it on Democrats, high-profile Democrats. He has also said that Democrats have been doing this week, releasing those emails earlier and pushing for more transparency and the full release of the Epstein files in order to distract from what's actually happening in Washington. He says it's to distract from the government shutdown and the fact that they did not get any of their demands on health care when they were shutting down the government for the last couple of weeks. So again, the president trying to now call on the Justice Department to launch this investigation. We've seen him do this before. Now we have to see what the Justice Department will actually do with this demand from the president.
So, Catherine, what's in these files related to President Trump, and what Democrats are named in these files?
Well, I think there's a lot going on here. I think we can't really answer that question with certainty as to what Democrats are named in the files in question that Trump is talking about. Obviously, this is all a reaction to what the House Oversight Committee released, those documents from the Epstein estate. But the point is, he's asking his Justice Department and FBI to investigate. Well, remember, they have a treasure trove of documents that they're sitting on that they haven't yet publicly released. So what exactly is the nature of that investigation? What does that mean? I know that when Todd Blanche, the deputy...
Anyways, they go on about her opinion and all of that. I was in the middle of doing something. Anyways, like I said, we got a doubly here. President Trump calling to investigate these Dems who keep getting mentioned in the files. Let me see here. Which we've heard about: Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, all kinds of very popular names and all of that. Let me get this link really quick. J.P. Morgan Chase, whatever their name is, they didn't waste any time. Now, I'm pretty sure President Trump responded to all of this today. And like I said, J.P. Morgan wasting no time to respond to all of this. Let me see if this is right here. I didn't write down the link for some damn reason. I'm pretty sure this is right. Anyways, like I was saying, President Trump made these claims. J.P. Morgan Chase responds to President Trump's calls for the company to be investigated over the Epstein ties. We're going to get through this, and then we'll hop in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get this rolling.
We have some breaking news right now on J.P. Morgan. Eamon Javers joins us now. Eamon, what do you have?
Contessa, that's right. J.P. Morgan now responding to that social media post earlier in the day from President Trump. Remember, President Trump posted that he wanted his Department of Justice to investigate J.P. Morgan, former President Bill Clinton, and a host of others for their connections to Jeffrey Epstein, the disgraced and now deceased sexual predator. The president's been under a lot of political pressure here for his own connections with Jeffrey Epstein due to these emails that were released earlier in the week. This morning, he called for an investigation into other people's relationships with Jeffrey Epstein, and now J.P. Morgan responding to that. Here's their statement. They say the government had damning information about his crimes and failed to share it with us or other banks. We regret any association we had with the man, but did not help him commit his heinous acts. We ended our relationship with him years before his arrest on sex trafficking charges. Now, remember, Contessa, the J.P. Morgan was Jeffrey Epstein's bank for a number of years. We at CNBC detailed that relationship as it came out in court filings about 2 years ago. So this is well-known information about the relationship between J.P. Morgan and Jeffrey Epstein. Still, the president suggesting that he wants more detail on that relationship, and J.P. Morgan responding the way they just did.
Okay. So we'll see how this all turns out. With the first video there, President Trump telling the DOJ to investigate Dems mentioned in the Epstein stuff. They talk about him constantly being under the microscope, but with Epstein, all arrows are pointing to the Democrats, so it's their turn to be looked into. They mentioned Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, J.P. Morgan, and others. And then the second video, J.P. Morgan responding to Trump, calling for the investigation of the whole Epstein stuff. J.P. Morgan claiming that they had ended their relationship with Epstein before they had brought charges against him. So they're trying to clear their name before this gets too much traction. But either way, we'll see if the DOJ actually investigates it to the Dems, because that's kind of unheard of, but we'll see how it goes. Either way, next up, Trump's Georgia election case is not over yet. This is a follow-up video. Now, I think her name is Fani Willis or whatever. She's no longer on the case. It was kind of sitting there getting cold. They put a new prosecuting attorney on it. He may pick up the case. He may dismiss it. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump pointing the spotlight at Dems when it comes to the Epstein stuff, as well as J.P. Morgan already responding to what President Trump is suggesting. Oh, thanks for being here, Cricket Kiss. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you. Cricket Kiss, they're huge on the Epstein stuff. Well, like I said, if we can get the DOJ to actually investigate, maybe they'll release those truths. I don't know, though. I don't know that we'll ever hear any real truth about the Epstein stuff. Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. You're badass, Ramsey. Thank you so much. It says, like, share, and repost the stream, or we're putting you in a cell with Diddy and turning the cameras off. Holy. Thank you, Ramsey. Toilet carriage is feeding into the TDS. Yeah. They're getting them all riled up. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. Like I said, this will be interesting if they actually do start investigating the Dems and stuff. Because up until this point, the Democrats have been going outside telling the normies that the Dems are trying to release the Epstein stuff. President Trump is standing in the way. He's putting pressure on GOP Congress to get them to vote against releasing the Epstein stuff because President Trump doesn't want the country to know the truth. But now Trump is saying that it's kind of the other way around, that they keep investigating him and they don't find anything. How about they shine some spotlight on all the Dems that are mentioned in the Epstein stuff, and we'll see how the Dems behave now that this has kind of been put out there. Meta, the never-ending saga. Yeah, well, eventually they'll stop talking about it. Thank you so much, Southern Eagleman, for gifting a sub over on Twitch. You're awesome, Southern Eagleman. Thank you so much for the support. And thank you so much, Rich, for the bits over on Twitch. You're badass, Rich. Thank you so much. You hooligans are fantastic. Parabellum, so there's no list, but there is a list. Way to be transparent. Yeah, there's no list with Trump on it, but then there's a list that's got Dems on it. I don't know. It'll be entertaining if anyone ever goes to jail ever, but that hasn't happened yet. So, we'll keep playing the game until someone does. What's up, James? Happy freedom to you. Appeal to heaven, they need to do it. Yeah, they do need to. Moving forward here, like I said, Trump's Georgia election case is not over yet. This is a follow-up video. It's back. This is another never-ending saga here. Now, I kind of feel like they're going to dismiss this case, but I don't know because this guy just nominated himself to be a part of it. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
It's back. The case against Donald Trump in the state of Georgia. Now, this one has had a winding road in the past 2 years since it was first charged. Remember, there were 4 criminal cases against Donald Trump. All of them are gone except for this one. This is the case about the 2020 election in Georgia in Fulton County. It was originally charged by a prosecutor named Fani Willis. Fani Willis is the Fulton County District Attorney, and she was tossed from the case because people who had lawyers defending them in this case started picking apart her history, her background, and challenging her ability to stay on the case. They won that in state court because Fani Willis had what the court said was an appearance of impropriety after having an affair with another person who was working on the case, another prosecutor, and also making some political moves in the case that the courts thought were a tremendous lapse in judgment on her part. So Fani Willis off the case. The case became a zombie case. And then now there was a deadline on Friday where a prosecutor who was in charge of a search committee had to figure out whether he was going to find someone new. He couldn't. Nobody wanted to do it. And so he appointed himself. Peter Skandalakis is now going to be in the driver's seat deciding whether this case goes forward. It's also possible he dismisses it or puts it back on ice since Donald Trump is still in the presidency.
Okay. So like I said, follow-up video there. They're saying that the case against President Trump just got picked up by a new prosecuting attorney. There was a deadline to find someone for the case, but nobody wanted to pursue it, so he appointed himself. The new attorney could pursue the case, but he could turn around and dismiss it. I don't know if he picked it up just for the sake of picking it up, or if he picked it up with intentions of actually going forth. With everybody else not wanting to do it, I kind of feel like they're going to dismiss this, but we'll see how it goes. Next up, clashes erupt outside Chicago area ICE facility. This is in a place called Broadview, Illinois, outside of Chicago. But protesters showed up, and they're all mad about illegals and stuff. So we'll go ahead and cover that. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about them still trying to bring this case against President Trump. Thanks so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. You're awesome, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. It says Happy Freedom Friday to all of you hooligans. Much love, friends. Much love to you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. Major, nothing will happen. I'm hoping so, because nothing ever happens to the Democrats. So if they actually get Trump on this stupid stuff where they have a bunch of nothing on it, that'd just be disappointing. Appeal to heaven, no one wanted to be sued for false allegations. Yeah. President Trump, he takes people to court left and right, and he wins. Sounds good, Dutton. Dutton's making us dinner. Otter's theater. Yeah, that's what I think too. It's a bunch of theater. Picture Dad, I'm embarrassed to say I'm from Illinois. From what I understand, Illinois is great. Chicago sucks. And Oregon's like that too. It's like Oregon's fine, but then Portland sucks. And there's a lot of places that are like that. Gotta have a bad egg. Oh, it's like Flint, right? Like Flint or Detroit. Anytime I say I'm from Michigan, people are like, oh, you're from Detroit? No. That's one city, like, and it's on the other side of the state, but people think everybody's from Detroit who's from Michigan. And if you say you're not from Detroit, then they're like, oh, you're drinking dirty water in Flint. No. No, Michigan's fantastic. Those places are a little rough. Detroit can be okay. There's places in Detroit that suck. From what I understand, all of Flint sucks. But where I live is just the woods. Meta. Well, that prosecutor looked like a walking wiener. Mm-hmm. He looked like a real nice guy. What's up, Justice? Happy Freedom. Dude just wants his 5 minutes of fame. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, signed himself up for the case. Going against the president. President Trump, the most famous person of all time. Yeah, that does give him some spotlight. I didn't even consider that. What's up, Sass? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Xterra? Happy Freedom to you. Russell, people always think I'm from New Orleans. Yeah, yep. What's up, Corley? Happy Freedom to you. I live in Washington. Seattle sucks. They have a new communist mayor now. Yeah, I saw that. I can't think of what her name is, but I did see that. I didn't see any videos that were short enough worth covering. But yeah, you guys got your own ma'am, Donnie. It's not good. What's up, Hat the Cat? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Jay Tyler? Happy Freedom to you. Gotta get those likes up, hooligans. All right, hooliganders. Let's go ahead and move forward here. Like I said, clashes outside erupt. outside of the Chicago area ICE facility. There's, like I said before, they put Chicago in the title so people will watch the video. It's not about Chicago, it's about Broadview, which is outside of Chicago. But before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans that our friend Larry could really use your help. Ghostly, so you're not from 8 Mile? I'm not. I know I look like B Rabbit, but that's not me. You hooligans are cracking me up today. Like I said, our friend Larry can really use your help. Larry's in need of a kidney transplant. He's recently been in and out of the hospital. He also just had surgery not that long ago. I put together a page for him over on the website. It's got his story, details, links, and all kinds of stuff. If there is any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. Huge shout out to Pickles. Thank you so much for the $5 donation over on Rumble. You're badass, Pickles. Thank you so much. It says happy freedom. Happy freedom to you, Pickles. Thank you. Holy. Thank you so much, Snooks, for that $50 donation over on Rumble. You're fantastic, Snooks. Thank you so much for the support, and thank you so much for everything you do for us. It says join the site and voice chat with Jeff tonight, and I'll be there too. Woot, woot. Thank you, Snooks. I really appreciate you. All right, hooligans, getting into this next one. Like I said, clashes erupt outside of Chicago area ICE facility here. Now, this is sort of same old, but at the same time, a judge just ordered yesterday or the day before that 600 of those that were arrested by ICE, which I assume are illegals, may have to be released. Their cases are being reevaluated. I think a lot of it has to do with the Bovino stuff, because they were saying that Bovino's a liar and that he shouldn't have been throwing CS gas and all that kind of stuff. And now it's gone to the point of the arrests. They're saying that the arrests are unjust and that the cases need to be evaluated to potentially let loose more than 600 people that have been arrested in Chicago. With that being said, they made more arrests today, and we'll see if these people get released as well. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
We are keeping a close eye on protests outside of Chicago, where demonstrators and authorities have been clashing in front of an ICE detention center in Broadview, Illinois. Broadview's mayor said 4 officers were injured today. 21 people have been arrested, according to law enforcement officials. It follows weeks of protests between federal agents and community members in the Chicago area who have been demonstrating against the Trump administration's crackdown on immigration. NBC News correspondent Shaquille Brewster is in Broadview, Illinois. So, Shaq, these protests, they have been going on in this area for weeks, right? Do we know what caused things to escalate today?
Yeah, I think you and I have talked about these demonstrations in recent weeks that have become these flashpoints. Today's escalation really was sparked by what was a demonstration, a weekly demonstration here with religious leaders who are calling for religious services for detainees in that ICE processing facility, again, here in the suburban Chicago neighborhood. And there was a clash with law enforcement that you saw on this street. And I'll let you see some of the scene behind me right now. It's a cleared scene. You see it's very calm right now, but that, of course, conflicts with the images that you were just looking at. Now, what Broadview's mayor is saying right now is that there were 4 members of law enforcement who were injured in these scuffles, including 3 who were sent to the hospital. We also know that there are about 21 protesters who were arrested. Again, many of them were members of the religious community calling for better conditions at this facility and the stop and for the halting of ICE arrest. And we have the statement from the mayor of Broadview making clear who she's blaming for these clashes that we've been seeing and that we saw today. The mayor saying the violence by out-of-town protesters is unacceptable and outrageous. I have repeatedly pleaded to protesters to raise their voices, not their fists. We will see them in court. We do not know the specific identities of those arrested. We're promised those by authorities later today, Ellison.
Shaq, all of this comes after a judge this week ordered hundreds of individuals detained by federal agents to be released. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, we know the release of about 600 people is not imminent, but it has been ordered, at least that process, to start by a federal judge. This goes back to a consent decree, essentially a court agreement that dates back to 2022. Essentially, you have hundreds of people who attorneys say were arrested without a warrant, and the judge saying that if they are not dangerous, then they should be released. Based on that agreement, we do know that there are about 13 people who were ordered to be released today by noon. At last check, some of them have been released, but we're still waiting to hear exactly how many have been let go. Ellison.
We thank you for watching, and remember...
Okay. So like I said, it's not in Chicago, because if it was, then it'd be Mayor Johnson that spoke about the situation, but it's not. It was some other mayor. I didn't write their name down, but it wasn't the same mayor, and you can tell because the mayor wasn't blaming ICE for the situation, was blaming shithead protesters. So like I said, it's not in Chicago. They're just blurring the lines there. It's outside of Chicago. They're saying that these protesters in Broadview, Illinois, Broadview, have been clashing with officers. Protesters are claiming that the illegals need religious services, which is stupid considering they don't have any real, constitutional rights. They have those that the judges have, done the semantics with, but they do not have the full list of rights there. So this is a bunch of nonsense. They're saying that 4 officers have been injured, 24 protesters arrested. The mayor of Broadview blames the out-of-town protesters for their violence. They also mentioned that there's more than 600 illegals to be reevaluated and potentially released because of the judge's order. We covered that yesterday or the day before, and that's kind of why we're covering this today, because it's like, okay, they're going to release 600 people, but let's go ahead and arrest 24 more and see if that gets included with the 600 plus that's about to be potentially released because of the judge's orders. It's like ICE is there doing their job. People like me and you are paying them to do their job, and then judges show up and just undo everything they've been working for. And it's a bunch of nonsense. Next up, top prosecutor talks charging Baltimore cop for chasing man down with a cruiser. This is a follow-up video, and it's the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. When we originally covered this, we covered a video that was showing an officer hopping in his cruiser, chasing down a guy who was on foot, driving through the yard, driving across town. Eventually, he did hit the guy. He didn't run him over, but he bumped him or something. That part's kind of off camera. But everyone's pissed about it, and now there's consequences for that officer. It's coming up next, but first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Broadview outside of Chicago. Teasel, 1 hour away, so it's like not even right next to Chicago. Zero Muslim or bust in and paid? Yeah, absolutely. Ghostly bullshit that they were religious. Yeah, Antifa is like anti-Christian and stuff, so they're not worried about religion or nothing like that. They don't like it. They don't believe in God. Totally carry religious protesters against ICE, oxymorons. Yep, you're absolutely right. What's up, Dusto? Happy freedom to you. Jay Tyler, did you start a GoFundMe for Larry? No, I don't know how to do that stuff. I don't know if he has one started. He might. What's up, Nephilah? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Feeling Froggy? Happy freedom to you. Same thing about Washington State. People only know Seattle. Yep. Feeling Froggy, we've never had a good mayor in Seattle. Well, the new one seems kind of scary. Hopefully she's not the worst. What's up, Salty Ginger? Happy freedom to you. Metal Mouth Antifa seems to be anti-everything. Pretty much. They hate everything that they're not controlling. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. Top prosecutor talks charging Baltimore cop for chasing man down with the cruiser. Follow-up video here. If it'll ever load, there we go. Anyways, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the commie tube, and let's get into this.
I'll admit, I had never seen a police chase quite like it, but I'm in the business, too, of covering police chases. But 2 weeks ago, we showed you some pretty alarming video out of Baltimore, and at first we thought it was fake. A cop using his own cruiser as a weapon to run down a man on foot? Even the police chief thought it was a fake, but it wasn't. And now a Baltimore officer is in the kind of hot water usually reserved for the folks that he puts in the back of his cruiser. And when I say hot, I mean boiling. State's attorney has just brought down the hammer and announced the indictment of Officer Robert Parks, the man behind the wheel. And it doesn't get a whole lot more serious than this: attempted murder. On top of that, Officer Parks is also facing assault, reckless driving, and misconduct in office. The incident itself is jaw-dropping, cameras rolling as the cop car tried to run down a man who was clearly trying to avoid being hit. The video showed the patrol car leaping onto the grass, and though it is hard to see, actually hitting the man before barreling after him again and tearing around corners and racing through city streets while chasing him. This, I remind you, is not AI. Let's roll the whole thing.
Straight up. No, all right.
Yeah, what's your reason to stop me? You ain't even got no reason to stopping them, bro. Hey, yo, walk off. How did you hit the alley, yo? Go ahead, Trey, walk off, yo. He beating. He ain't even got no reason to stop me. Hey, yo, what the f? You gonna hit him with the car? Yo, what the f, bro? Yo, hell no, yo. Hey, yo. Come back this way, yo. Yo, beating, bro. Boss is dumb. Dummy. Dumb. You dumb as You dumb as You crashing it all that. You really crashing out, bro. Go ahead, dumb. Really crashing out, bro. You crashed his car.
Tonight, Officer Parks has been suspended without pay, and if he's convicted on all the counts, he could face up to 65 years in prison. Joining me now for his first national television interview on this case, Baltimore City State.
Okay. So yeah, they're all ready to demonize the cop and all of that, which fine, hold him accountable for his behavior, but I still want to know what caused the interaction. Like, why was the cop there and out of his vehicle when the video started? Like, what happened? What happened? Did somebody make a call and he showed up? Was suspicious activity happening and he pulled over? Did the guy throw a brick in the street and almost hit the cop car and so he had to stop and hop out? Like, what happened? Something must have happened. He didn't just show up and hop out and was like, hey, start your camera, I'm getting ready to do some crazy shit. That's not what happened. Something happened. Now, again, I'm not justifying the cop's behavior, but I'd like to know what happened prior to the camera roll in there, because something pissed the cop off. And when the cop hit him with the car and detained him, what was he detaining him for? Did he actually make it to jail, or did they cut him loose? Is the guy being charged, or is he not being charged? Is he the victim of a crime? Like, they're not telling us that. They're just telling us that all cops are bastards. And, like, I don't know. Again, I'm not defending the cop's behavior, but something must have caused it. The cop didn't just do that. He was like, oh, it's Wednesday, let's just make a scene. I don't think that's what. I could be wrong. Either way, like I said, this is a follow-up. Officer chased a person that was on foot. Officer hopped in the cruiser. He did end up making contact with the person while pursuing him. The officer has now been indicted. He's facing charges of attempted murder, assault, reckless driving, and misconduct in office. He's been suspended without pay, which is kind of unheard of. Normally, they still get paid. Even when they shoot people, they still get paid suspension and stuff. He's currently facing 65 years in prison. I don't know if he'll actually get that, but that's, where things are pointing. Either way, like I said, that is all the news I had for you hooligans. We are going to be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar from Tori Wayne, see what kind of gnome we get today. And we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner. It's titled, They're All Like This. And the official funny video of the day was provided by Donnie, and it's titled, We're All Like This Too. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about this cop facing these charges, and the camera just suspiciously, cutting on right when he's about to do that. So next, I think it's funny they chased the guy with his car. It's kind of funny. Ghostly, it's Baltimore. That dude was clearly a drug dealer. Yeah, I mean, it definitely could be. The officer didn't stop for no reason. There was something that caused him to stop. Zero, need the 60 seconds before it started? Yeah. Well, and I wonder if his body cam has it, and I wonder if the body cam footage will come out. Trumish, I'll defend the cops' behavior. All right. Shane, officer is just doing his job. It could be. I just wonder what was he doing. Ramsey, I can't be a cop. I'd probably end up pissed and doing something stupid like that. Yeah, I couldn't be a cop either. It's the politics. I don't like the politics. Like, you see somebody doing something wrong, you can't do anything, because if you do, the prosecuting attorney's not going to prosecute him anyway, or the police chief or whatever is telling you not to arrest people right now because the mayor said so, or the governor said so, or whatever the case may be. We cover a lot of that stuff, where you see cops getting treated like shit and not doing anything, or cops in the presence of crime happening and not doing anything, and it's because nothing's going to happen if they do go over there and arrest those people. I can't be a cop because of that shit. Like, you either enforce the law or you don't. The politics in it is why the justice system doesn't work. Shane, I'd be in prison day one after someone punches me or something. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I would like that either. Getting disrespected by criminals. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to rough you up. Dusto, he had too much donuts. He couldn't chase anyone down. He had to rely on the cruiser. Kevin, use the free week. Go to the links page. It should be in the description, and sign up for a free week, and then you could join us in the chat. Plus, we got the voice chat after coffee with hooligans today over on the website. So if you guys get a paid membership for jeffmaclive.com, or if you haven't used the one free week coupon over on the links list, go do that. And after coffee with hooligans today, you can join us in the voice chat. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if we're going to be doing anything too crazy today. I'll have to see if we have anything spicy to eat, but we're always doing fun stuff. We're always laughing, even when we're not eating hot peppers. But generally, we're eating hot peppers, reading funny books, and we're always looking stuff up, researching, and laughing the entire time. So definitely come join us in the voice chat later on today. Meta, clearly a rogue cop, still thinks the guy needed... I don't know what that is. I can't read that out loud because I don't know what that is. Meta, that happened to me. I'd let them hit me and have a huge civil lawsuit. I'm not the right color to win that kind of stuff. The cop runs me over and kills me. No one's gonna give a half a shit. No one's gonna give a shit. Nobody's making a doll hair off of that, but you know, things happen. Thank you so much, Starn, for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 25 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, Stern. Thank you so much. Justice, the cop was in no shape to run. Yeah. He'd have had 2 heart attacks on the way. Rich, I had an off-duty drunk cop shoot at me and my friend for doing a burnout in the grass in front of our work at 1:30 in the morning. See, that could be a lawsuit right there, too. Southern Eagleman, 2 sides of the story. Could be. What's up, Loam Slice? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom to you. Holy. Thank you so much, Otters, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. You're badass, Otters. Thank you so much. Says, Klaus got all our backs. That's right. Klaus Daniels, security kitty. People look for guard dogs. They don't look for the guard, Klaus. It's always the advantage. Thank you so much, Otters. What's up, Kilgore? Happy freedom to you. Metal Mouth, when you gonna eat that pepper or whatever it is? Which thing, Metal Mouth? We have hot jerky that we got from Beck Frank, but we need 200 hooligans over on Rumble to eat this. This is the hottest shit they got in Australia. The hottest. I think it actually says it up here. Voted Australia's best gourmet range, the Chili Factory Scorpion Strike Hot Scorpion Chili Jerky. 200 hooligans over on Rumble. We'll eat this. And we got hot popcorn. Yes. The Devil's Heat. And then we need to take this label off here. Let me see if I can make that happen because it's screwing everything up. We got another kind of hot jerky. I'm not sure which one it is. Gotta get the damn... It might have a It might be Reaper. Revenge of Reaper something or other. I don't know. I can't get the damn sticker off of it. Fight Me sticker. Well, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I think it's gonna be a damn problem. Oh no, I'm getting it. Sorta. There we go. Revenge of the Reaper. That's what it is. I didn't do great, but there it is. We got this Reaper jerky as well. I like how the camera actually focuses when I'm not showing little figurines. Either way, we got this hot stuff that we could look into, but we're not doing the super hot stuff until we hit 200 hooligans over on Rumble. Ooh, but we'll see. We'll see what we do tonight. I got hot stuff in the fridge too. I keep it spicy. Anyways, read through. We're getting into the fun stuff. Snooks, the guy was wanted for a misdemeanor. I wonder, I don't know. It's not worth all that. If he's wanted for a misdemeanor, the cop shouldn't have been driving around like that. Bill Clay, don't drop it on the floor. Klaus might eat it. He might. I don't know. I don't know if he'd eat anything spicy or not. He'd probably stay away from it. Watchman sent you a good variety of peppers. Well, that's exciting. Watchman, I can't wait to pick it up. Stoner, if a cop runs you over, I'll sue on Klaus's behalf. That'd be fantastic. Klaus is the right color for this. Stoner, Black Death candy, sour candy. Yes, I will add that right now. I also added Fancy Feast onto my wish list if you guys would like to help Klaus Daniels out, because he's in need of some Fancy Feast and I don't have the damn doll hairs anymore. So if you'd like to help Klaus Daniels out, it is over on the wish list. Stoner, I'm gonna have to look into this because nothing popped up on Amazon about this. I'll have to look into it. I got it wrote down, Stoner. I'll check it out after the live and get it added. Shane, my job got stolen by AI, so thanks to the person who gifted my sub for the last 2 months, I never caught when the gifting happens. I think you get an email. I think that's what I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if it's a notification or an email, but I think you get an email from Rumble when you get gifted a sub, and it might tell you who gifted it to you. I can't remember, because when we do these raids, sometime that happens. We'll raid, and then all of a sudden I'll get an email saying that I was gifted a sub from somebody we raided. I can't remember if it actually says who gifts the sub, though. Obnoxious Scott. Klaus is smarter than that. Klaus is pretty smart. It's a pretty smart kitty. Russell, you got a song for voice chat? Very nice. Meta, don't give Klaus a hot shot. I'm not giving Klaus anything. He's not that spoiled. It's a Brig. Happy Freedom. Ever tried Pepper X? I don't think you can get Pepper X yet. I don't think it's released. Whoever is growing Pepper X, I don't think you're able to obtain it yet. I know we looked it up not that long ago, but I haven't seen anything with Pepper X on it yet, because I don't think it's out there yet. I don't think it's been put to the market. It's just being advertised right now. It's building up the demand for people to go and buy it and stuff, but I'm sure as soon as it comes out, people will be sending it this way. Just watch me melt my face off. What's up, Jeff? Happy Freedom. He had a reasonable defense until he crashed. Yeah, that's true. What's up, Blade? Happy Freedom. Seattle's new mayor is Katie Wilson, a Nepo baby and former barista. Yeah. I didn't realize that was her name, though. Katie Wilson. Yeah, I guess she's a commie. What's up, Blizzard? Happy Freedom. Corley, I grow Carolina Reapers. It's badass. That's what I want to do. I want to grow some Reapers for this next year because I got Reaper seeds because me and Hair Juicer was sitting here eating Reapers. I still got one in the freezer. I don't know if I could survive a Reaper right now. I just got done being sick. I'm not even done yet. I'm working on it. Either way, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Then we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals. Buy me a coffee. You can send something to the P.O. box, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from this gnome advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Now we're getting through it here. We're on day 16. Let's see what gnome we get today. Don't fight me. I'll win. Look at this guy. Damn, they just get cooler every time. Look at this one. This is like Rob Zombie gnome here. He's ghosting it up. He's styling too. He's one of a kind. He's another one that's all on his own. Badass. Thank you, Tori Wayne. Really appreciate it. Cool shit. It's the game of gnomes. That's what I keep saying because they look like Game of Thrones characters. Badass. All right, let's get into these funny videos here. This first one was provided by a stoner. Let's get this pulled up. Now, like I said, first one's for the lady hooligans, and the second one is for the guy hooligans. This first one's provided by Stoner. Is titled "They're All Like This."
I want food.
You want food?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of food do you want?
I don't want to tell you.
Are you telling me this is a factory setting? I thought it was just my wife.
Yes. Getting into our official funny video of the day. This one was provided by Donnie.
He's got...
This one's titled, "We're All Like This Too."
He's got greater density in his right forearm than his left. So that suggests there might have been some kind of specialist activity that he was constantly doing.
Touching that wiener. Anyways, that is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. I'm gonna grab this link really quick and drop it in all the chats. We're gonna read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. Then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Now, like I've been saying all live, go get yourself a paid membership for jeffmaclive.com. You can join us in the voice chat later today. It's always a ton of fun. And right now you have the opportunity to get all the access for free. Click that link, and at the very top you can get 1 free week with hooligan status over on jeffmaclive.com. It is not a subscription. You don't have to put your credit card number in or any crap like that. It's just a free week to go see all the great stuff we got going on over on the website. So definitely go check it out because, like I said, it will give you access to the voice chat later on today. But we're always doing fun stuff. Either way, like I said, we're reading through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and we're raiding out over on Rumble. There is the link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the Hooligans. Like I said, reading through, we got the pledge, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Russell, you're going to be in the voice chat in 5 minutes. Sounds good. I got to get this food out of the crock pot, and then I'll be in. I don't know about no lefties losing it today. They didn't post today. I don't know. Whatever they posted a clip today, but the clip is from 4 days ago, and we already covered it. So they didn't post anything today. And there's never lefties losing it on Saturday. So today and tomorrow, there's no lefties losing it. Thank you for being with us. Appeal to heaven. Enjoy the rest of your night. Otter shake weight. Okay, I'm cracking myself up here. Yeah, it's the shake weight. That's what it was. Gives you the muscle memory you need. Elder Zoomer is just like me for real. So you got to be ambidextrous. That way when they dig up your bones, they'll never know. Shane, I have a good relationship with God. Things will get better. Absolutely, Shane. That's the way to be. God will fix it. Courtly, yeah, Courtly, I don't know why those Reaper seeds didn't grow. I used all of them. I even took some of them and let them soak in water for 24 hours, 48 hours. Some of them I cut open, and it's like, it didn't matter what I did. I couldn't get any of them to grow. I don't think they were mature enough. Meta battery died. It happens. Ghostly, you know who MXR is? I'm surprised he's got a GIF. That's weird. He's made so many badass Fallout videos. I don't think he does anymore though, because I think YouTube demonetized him because of Bethesda hitting him with copyright strikes. MXR used to be badass though. Zero GMO seeds won't grow plants. Nah, there was I don't know, for some reason I couldn't get those seeds to even sprout. I couldn't get one of them to sprout. I had a whole bag of them and I couldn't get any of them to sprout. Ghostly, that's so badass, because I think MXR is awesome, and I don't know anybody that knows MXR. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us over here on the website. You're badass. Appeal to heaven, none of the flags show up on TV. That has to do with programming more than anything else. That sucks, though. Hey, thank you, Rappy. I appreciate you being with us. Enjoy the rest of your day. Courtly, the only thing I could think of was radiated in the mail. No, I don't know what it was. Because most of them look like little peppers. They weren't even seeds. They were like little baby peppers. And so I started to open them up, but I don't think the seeds were mature enough. I don't know why I couldn't get any of them to grow. Appeal to heaven, the flags show up on the app. Well, that's good. Yeah, they actually can control the app. With the TV stuff, I think they have to deal with whatever programming Roku uses. So they may not have all the emojis and stuff like through Roku. I don't really know. I've never had to put anything onto the Roku service, so I don't really know how that works yet. Ghostly, one of the first to get deplatformed. MXR, yeah. Oh, I didn't know they deleted his channel. That's fucking crazy, Ghostly. That saddens me. MXR is so badass. That's crazy. He's always talking about those sleuths. Guess thank you for joining us. Sitting there quietly in the shadows, naked. Bobby J, any seeds that went through the mail could have been X-rayed at the postal. Yeah, but I've ordered weed seeds from Norway, and they go through customs and through the USPS, and they still grow big-ass weed trees and shit. So I don't know what happened with that other stuff. Ghostly MXR Plays was the channel used to review all the Skyrim mods. Yeah, is that channel gone too? Did they take all of his channels down? Stern, is your birthday today? Trying to figure things out here. Canna, happy freedom to you. I think you're watching the beginning of the live. Baba J, they're labeled differently for the male. Yeah. Ghostly, they took all of his channel. I can't believe that. They did MXR so bad. MXR should be over here on Rumble. Thank you, Too Old to Care. I appreciate you being with us today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Metalmouth, YouTube is Grand Canyon asshole. I know. It's awful over there. They need to stop letting the platform get ran by AI. That's the whole problem. They've been doing that forever. Happy birthday to you, Stern. Hope today kicks ass for you. Thank you for sharing some of your birthday with us. Happy birthday to you. All right, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing, so it is that time once again. Gonna be raiding out over on Rumble. Let's see who is live. Everybody's live. Frag's live. I don't think we've raided Frag yet this week. Let me see. Let me see. And he just started too.
Come on down off the top rope.
Hold on, I'm not ready, Frag. I gotta double check. Where's that list? What's in the box? My wiener. Okay, let me see. Let me see. No, we're gonna be raiding Frag today. We're gonna get him started. Wilkie's in the chat too. Cool. Cool. Make sure you hooligans hit that like button as soon as you land. Let me double check. Make sure it's not a damn premium live, because they don't throw it right in my face like she likes. Either way, like I said, hit that like button as soon as you land, you hooligans.
One.
Damn it. See, this is the problem with method acting. Now you're going to be stuck as squeakers for like 2 months.
Yeah. We're playing with we're gonna get to a Zeker, and you'll never quit it.
Oh, I switched my input. Jeff Mack with the it is so loud right now. It's way too loud. Out of control. Jeff Mack in the building, hooligans in the building. Fourth, what's happening? Well, how was your stream, bro? We over here playing Halo Classico with the Spartanos. How was the stream, bro? Get some in the building, Cass in the building. What up? Tyler in the building. What's happening, man?
Hill take. Hill take. Gain the hill.
Oh no!
Suicide.
Y'all got me wound up. Got me wound up.
My birthday. Come play with me.
Another sticker.
Jesus, everybody's being a bunch of frags, man.
Casey, welcome in. I saw you slipped in as well.
Okay.
Oh, what is that? Oh,
What's up, Connor? Good to see you, brother. Hope you're good. I hope you're doing good.
Whoa, what's that desync?
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. He is in the thick of it. I get mad playing Halo. You'll never see me play Halo on the live because I get mad. I get like throw your controller mad. That shit pisses me off. I can't stand that shit. I can't. You'll never see me play Halo on the live. I get too angry for that. Man, he was dialed in and we showed up and threw him off. He wasn't dying until we showed up. It happens. You guys did fantastic. Great raid. We're going to read through really quick. Where are you going? Huh? Yeah, you're getting ahead of yourself here. That fancy feast ain't open yet. We're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Tomorrow is Free Speech Saturday, so we will not be live on YouTube or on Twitch because we don't have time for soft community guidelines on Free Speech Saturday. So make sure you use that link in all of the video descriptions to make your way to a better platform tomorrow for Free Speech Saturday's Coffee with Hooligans. And like I've been saying, Get yourself a paid membership for jeffmaclive.com. You can join us in the voice chat over on the website every Friday after Coffee with Hooligans. It's a ton of fun. We're always laughing. And a lot of times we're doing crazy stuff, eating hot peppers and just being hooligans over there. So definitely get yourself a paid membership. And right now you have the opportunity to get yourself a free week over on jeffmaclive.com at hooligan status. So you would be able to go on. No. It's over here trying to get this damn stink bug that's on the desk. Anyways, click that link. Get yourself a free week at Hooligan Status over on jeffmaclive.com. You could join us for the voice chat. You could join us in the live chat. You'll have access to Hooligans Alley, the forums, the arcade, the everything. You'll have access to everything. So take advantage of that coupon. It's at the top of the link list link. And we'll see you in the voice chat later today. But if I don't, I'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. We're going to read through them. We're wrapping her up. Hey, thanks for being with us, Matt Rogers. Enjoy the rest of your day. You guys are talking about all kinds of stuff over here on the website. Hey, thank you for being with us, Patriot Dad. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I'm going to rough you up. You need to stop. Metal Mouth, I found out that exclusive emojis will not work on iPhone for some reason. Weird. Because I thought iPhone had more ability than Android does on the Rumble app. It's like that with Grok, too. Weird. What's up, Kirsten? Happy Freedom? Yeah, we're just wrapping it up right now. Corley, you want some poppy seeds? I don't know if I can have that, Corley. I'm on federal property. I don't know if I can have that. Meta, what's a stink bug? I don't know. They're just called stink bugs. I don't know what their scientific name is. Just type in stink bug. They look like beetles. They kind of look like a spider beetle. I don't know, but they don't hurt you though. It's the only bug I don't care about. I'm not scared of stink bugs, stick bugs, praying mantis. I think that's about it. Every other bug I can't stand it, but those bugs don't bother me at all. Klaus Daniels loves these stink bugs though. He's about to get his little ass whipped chasing stink bugs. Hey, thank you for being with us, Southern Eagleman. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I think Crab Ragoon is an English translation. Actually, Crab Ragoons are American. They don't make that over there. They only make that here. I'm trying to think there's something else that's like that too. It's not just Crab Ragoons. There's some other Chinese food that's only made here too. They don't make it over there. Either way. Everything looks good to go. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. And we'll be in the voice chat later today if you guys would like to get yourself a paid membership or use that coupon to join us in the voice chat. Hooligans are already heading that way. I'll be there in about an hour or so. I got to eat some food because I'm not a lot of fun when I'm hungry. And I'll be there for a couple hours. So definitely come join us in the voice chat over on jeffmaclive.com. I think that's everything. I think we've done it all. You guys have been fantastic. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. Go out there, enjoy yourself today, get yourself some good food, be safe, and of course have fun. I will try and do the same and make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.